Chrissy Swan Show.
Well, hi, I've got my cup of tea and I'm just picking a few pretzels out of my teeth. I'm lamenting, Jack, the absence of savoury shapes in my life. Now, we had a discussion off air yesterday because we're mad for shapes, any sort of shapes, barbecue shapes. I'm not mad on a chicken crimpy. They're the last to go for me, but you love a chicken crimpy. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah, no, it's my second favourite. The barbecue shape is the best.
King. There's no doubt about it. But the savoury shape is my favourite. And sure, I ate a whole box of pizza shapes yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But I wished with every mouthful they were savoury shapes. And I cannot find savoury shapes anywhere. And I have been hyper fixated since we had this discussion this time yesterday about savoury shapes.
And have you had any success in your quest to find them?
No, and I'm upset about it.
It says online at Officeworks that they have them. You have to order them online, though.
Well, what? I mean, come on. Come on.
Hey, next, we're going to be granting someone's Christmas wish in Chrissy's wish list. Make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app because you're going to wave your wand, Swanee, and someone's going to win something great.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, you'll know all right when I get my hands on some savoury shapes. I'm obsessed.
You are. And Gemma, who works on our drive show, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, has texted us a photo of her currently eating a box.
She's cruel. It's like she's kidnapped my child and she's showing me evidence of it.
Shapes. Thanks, Gem. Anyway, she has said that they got them from Arnott's. They were sent in. That's how hard it obviously is to find them.
Really?
Yes. So you're
Did
not
they
wrong.
ask? Are they obsessed with savoury shapes too?
They must be.
Something in the water.
Chrissy's Christmas wish list. Brought to you by Disney's Wish. Only in cinemas Boxing Day.
Well, I love this because I love to make people happy, and so does Disney. They've been in that currency for 100 years. Happy birthday, Disney.
Thanks, Walt.
Jackson, welcome to the show.
Chrissy, Jack, hello.
Oh, you sound adorable. Tell me everything about you. What's your middle name?
It's Daniel.
Jackson Daniel.
Strong name.
Gorgeous.
Like the bourbon.
Yes, true. And how old are you, Jackson?
I am 25.
25, just starting out. Gosh, this fairy godmother is tingling all over and my wand wants to grant a wish, Jackson. If you could get anything, what would it be?
Chrissy, I need a new wardrobe for work. And specifically, I need a nice belt.
You are a man of simple pleasures, Jackson. Why do you need a new wardrobe?
Chrissy, I work in healthcare and I've been working hard yakka during COVID for the last 5 years, and I've just moved into a senior role. But I don't look the part, you know. They're asking me, have you looked into a new wardrobe? My fiance saying you need new clothes and the pressure is on. And I looked at it this morning, I thought, I have to ask Chrissy.
Well, first of all, Jackson, congratulations on your senior position. That is extraordinary. I know how hard it is to get a promotion of any kind. And Jackson, it gives me great pleasure, more pleasure than I actually thought it was going to be, because you are adorable, to grant your wish. It's yours, Jackson.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. I'll be thinking of you when I'm wearing it.
Oh, God, how exciting. And do you know what? It's a great gift that you're getting for Christmas, all the boxes and the bags and the trying on and the new vibes. But it means that you are set up for very exciting 2024, Jackson.
Absolutely.
Good on you.
So much.
Make sure you send us a photograph of you in your spiffy outfits.
I definitely will.
What a gorgeous boy.
Register via the Nova Player app because we will be granting somebody else's Christmas wish tomorrow.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's Chrissy time at Priceline Pharmacy, and you're sure to find a little something for everyone, from fragrances and gifts to a new party look. Give great gifts, feel fab, and love paying less. That's the Chrissy spirit.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, on Tuesdays we go through our to-do list, Jack, and there is no greater gulf between, you know, two human beings than what I have to achieve in a day and what you have to achieve.
Yes.
And I love that.
It's a lot of fun.
Brings back wonderful memories, and it's a cautionary tale
It really
for
is.
you. I have one on my to-do list that I wasn't going to share, but stuff it. I'm consulting the youth, the electric youth. I've bought myself a new phone. Now, I've got an iPhone 11. It's very old.
Yeah, you're due for an update. Given you're in your vlog era too, you need a better camera, girl.
Exactly. That's why I bought one
Yeah, great.
at enormous expense. What the hell has happened, by the way, to
so
iPhones?
worth it, though. It's so worth it.
What number have you got?
Is it 14? Was that end of last year I went and upgraded because the camera is just so much better.
Well, I had no idea what they cost. I nearly passed out, but I had to buy it anyway because it was that situation where they told me how much it cost and then I had to be like, oh, that's cool, no worries.
Yeah, you're already there.
I knew that. So I've got the iPhone 15. I've had it in my possession for 2 weeks.
Oh, no.
And my question to you is,
You're not going to ask me this.
what do I do now?
Swanee, it's like one of the easiest things to do to set up a new iPhone.
No.
It is. They've made it so easy.
But I've got lots of stuff on this phone.
I know, but okay, so this is why you don't know, because you haven't even started or attempted yet. Once you take the phone, which is such a beautiful moment, taking it out of that cardboard box, taking the plastic stickering off the screen, once you then turn the iPhone on,
Yes.
it is so easy as it guides you to what to do.
But what about when it asks you questions like, what is your iCloud password?
Well, I would hope you might know that.
Oh, no, I don't know that. No, I don't know that. I need to look that up on the phone.
But I'm not even sure at this point anymore if you need that, because what you actually can do now is have your old phone on and your new phone on, and it will say hover over your old phone with the new phone.
What is this devilry?
And it transfers it over to your phone without you having to do much. It's not like the old days 10 years ago
All right.
when it was quite the process. So I believe in you.
Okay, I'm going to ask another question of you. 132410, by the way, is anything I'm saying resonating with you? Do you have stuff at home that you look at and it mocks you going, ha ha, you spent a lot of money on me, but you can't do me? I've got another question for you, and this one is a real big...
Right. The iPhone, I believe you can do, so that's good. Tick. You'll be able to figure that out.
6 months ago,
Ooh.
I bought a laptop.
Okay.
And it's still in its box.
What sort of laptop are we talking? Can you say whether it's a Windows or a Mac?
It's a Mac.
Okay, great. This will be an easy process.
But it's not.
No, but it is. It's much like the iPhone. It is extremely user-friendly nowadays. Don't give me that frowning eyebrow look. I know that you will be able to do this. You just haven't tried.
If I bring it in,
yes, I will help
can
you.
you stand with me?
Yes.
I just need someone to be near me while I do it.
Absolutely. During a song, I reckon we'll be able to get it done.
During a song?
Even Paul Russell's little boo thing, that's 2 minutes. We'll be able to get it done during that.
Oh, we've got calls that agree with me and that understand, but
Okay.
I'll just tell you who they are.
Let's chat.
Janine.
Janine. Let's go to Janine now quickly. Janine, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Do you understand this? Do you buy things and then get completely overwhelmed with what happens next?
Yeah, I left my new phone in a box for nearly 3 weeks. And then I finally opened it up. And exactly as Jack said, it basically does everything for you as long as both of them have got charge.
Okay, all right.
It just says, yep, do it. And I was like, oh, my God, you can do it.
Both Janine
It's
and
just-
Chrissy, I don't know how you guys sit in your homes for 3 weeks with a brand new, beautiful iPhone sitting there, not able to open it up. Like, I get so excited.
Because Janine and I know how to shop. We don't know about technology.
Oh, ladies.
Plus, I needed a cover and all those things so I don't break it in the first 3 minutes.
Janine, yes.
Can I-
132410. Is this you? Are there things at home that you can't possibly fathom how to get them going?
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are talking appliances, stuff, anything that you've got at home that you've had in its box and you're overwhelmed at the idea of getting it to work. I bought a phone. I'm still using my old phone. It's in its box. I've bought a laptop. It's still in its
Bring
box.
both in, Swanee. I will help you with both.
You're the best.
It'll be
Julie, what's your husband up to? What's he doing?
Hello, my darling. I get the phone thing because my husband's the techie one. I tell you what, we have a Thermomix. He had to have one because he has to have all the latest gadgets, and the only thing we make in it out of its box is mashed potato and yogurt, and it does so many things. And what a waste of money that is. And it looks at me every day, and I won't touch it because he tells me I can cook a roast chicken in it, and I said that is a joke because it goes in the oven, and I like to cook in the oven.
Julie, I have had a Thermomix and I sold it to a friend because I couldn't even understand the recipes.
Yeah, no, a Thermomix is too much for chaotic, Chrissy, because
Way too much.
they look like mini spaceships.
Yes.
Like,
and
that's hard.
This was like 7 years ago. Can you imagine what it is now? You probably have to open it with a fingerprint. Carolyn, what did you hire but it was too hard to use?
I hired a CPAP machine because I thought for ages I needed one. So I finally had one delivered and I gave myself 2 weeks to use it. And the first night I just looked at it, sat on the kitchen bench and thought, oh, no, I don't want to open it. No, it's all too overwhelming. The second night I opened it and I started putting it together, but after half an hour I gave up, thought this is all too hard. So by the end of the 2 weeks, I think I finally got it together. So I had 2 nights left to use it. And then I used it for about 2 hours the first night and ripped it off. The second night I used a different mask, and then after about an hour I ripped it off and then I sent it back.
Yes,
So
Carolyn.
it was a complete waste of hiring it.
Absolutely. But how's your snoring? Not great, I'm imagining.
Not great.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying different avenues now.
Good
Going
on
down a
you.
different-
Good on you. Now, Bonnie, you have bought a robot mop and vacuum combo.
Yes, I was so excited. I took advantage of the Black Friday sales, got it delivered the next day, opened the box, had a look, picked up the card and went, oh, yeah, this will be easy.
Yeah.
Started reading it, and the first thing it said is install an app to operate, set boundaries, and I went, okay. Put
And
it
that's
back in the
it.
box,
You're
put
out.
the lid back on.
Bonnie, I can make you feel better. I had one of those. I also got carried away and bought one. It sat in my garage in the box for 6 years.
Oh, my goodness.
But the good news is, eventually I did download the app and I can help you with this, Bonnie.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Bradley Cooper's been a busy boy. He's opened a new food truck. I've worked in a food truck once for a radio station.
Was that with Jane Hall?
Yes.
I think I've seen a photo of it, and she looks miserable.
It is so hot in there. It would be like the very last place you would choose to work is in a super hot van with like deep fryers and everything. It was so hot. Bradley Cooper's loving it. He sells Philly cheesesteaks.
Really?
Do you like a Philly cheesesteak?
Explain to me what a Philly cheesesteak is.
It's like a meaty thing with, I think it's got Philadelphia cream cheese on it.
I don't think I've ever tried one.
It's an American thing,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've
and
not
they're
had one.
huge over there. So you can go to his food truck and get one of those. Laura Dern did, if you don't hardly mind.
Wow.
And his current girlfriend, Bradley's current girlfriend, Gigi Hadid, popped up an hour before, important to know, his ex, Irina Shayk, and his daughter popped in. So I think everything's good there. There was rumours that there was a rift between the two ladies.
I think they must be fine if they're kind of orbiting in the same area.
Absolutely.
Hey, question, like Bradley Cooper, right? He's got stacks of cash and he could get $1 million endorsement deals.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, why is he going into food trucks? Like, you don't need that money, man.
I know what you mean, but
Like-
maybe he's not. I mean, this is going to be an absolute news flash for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do things because they really want to, not for the money.
But like, go and buy a new car and go on holiday if you really want to.
But he can do that. He can have a holiday. This is like...
You're telling me Bradley Cooper wants to stand in a stinky caravan, making next to no money,
Obviously he does.
talking to strangers.
Just like Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, he's opened up a boba shop, the bubble tea.
No, that annoys me. Donald Glover is a genius. He needs to be creating music and television shows, not bubble tea.
He likes bubble tea, man. He likes bubble tea.
So
Don't at
weird.
me. Now, I've got to talk about this woman who's lost her mind at Chipotle, a fast food restaurant. She got her Mexican bowl
Yeah.
and she didn't like the look of it. The burrito bowl, please. And she didn't like the look of it. And instead of just eating it like we all do and never going back,
Yeah.
she threw it at the person behind the counter and a full altercation occurred.
Wow.
Now, in an absolute stroke of genius, the judge has had this woman in his courtroom and he has said, "This is not Real Housewives of Parma." That's the town where it happened. "This behaviour is not acceptable." Do you know what he sentenced her to?
6 years in prison.
No.
5 years in prison.
Community service, etc. But part of it needs to be done at Chipotle, at the restaurant. And I love this
This is
idea.
great.
I love this idea because imagine the shame and humiliation of having to turn up to that restaurant.
With those employees
Yeah.
that you were rude to. Also, if I was that judge, because I'm messy and savage,
Yeah.
I'd take it a step further. I'd organise a mate or someone whilst she was working to go up to her and piff a burrito bowl back in her face to really give her a
Oh
taste
my God,
of her
I'm going to
medicine.
pitch Judge Jack at the next upfronts.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
We are scooching like a cavoodle with an itchy bum
Yeah, we are.
towards Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, but there's a few things we need to cover off. First of all, you and I are going to break up later, I reckon.
Why?
There's problems afoot in that Taylor article about her becoming Time Person of the
Yeah.
Year. I think we're going to have a real problem with
I'm-
something.
Oh, because I was going to say I'm happy for her.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're
There's issues.
we're
afoot.
breaking up, yeah.
Great.
I'm obsessed with savoury shapes. I've confessed it. I've thought of nothing else for the last 24 hours. And I feel so stupid because I have an inside contact at Arnott's who make the very rare savoury shape. My son goes to school with a boy who has a mum who works at Arnott's head office. I'm going to call her right now.
Hello, Helen speaking.
Hi, Helen. It's Chrissy Swan.
Hello, Chrissy Swan.
We need to talk, lady. I am obsessed, cannot stop thinking about the savoury shape.
Right, yes, the savoury shape, yes. One of our top sellers.
To me, it's the king of shapes, but I cannot find them anywhere, Helen. What is going on?
Oh, God, where are you shopping?
All the major supermarkets.
Are they still in the supermarkets, Helen? Because we can't seem to find them.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. No, they are in the supermarkets. You just have to go to a store that stocks them. You're probably going to the wrong store, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Can you please put a call to Mr. or Mrs. Arnott and tell them that Chrissy needs them and to please tell me the location?
Okay, well, tell me where you shop so we can see what we can do.
I shop anywhere, Helen.
Anywhere. Is there
Anywhere.
a particular store, any store that you particularly like to shop at?
Well, you and I bumped into each other at downstairs from Nova Melbourne, South Melbourne.
We did.
There's
I
no
know you
stock.
told South Melbourne.
There's no
There's
stock
one
there. There's no stock
We
there.
looked yesterday.
Okay, all right. Well, let me make a couple of phone calls and speak to a couple of my friends internally and see what they can do with the Coles downstairs.
Thank you,
Hopefully I can get
Helen.
some savoury range.
Thank you, Helen. Get internal. We'll talk soon.
Take care. All the best.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away some tickets.
Chrissy's Country Quizzy.
Monique, are
Hello.
you a massive country music fan, Monique?
I am, yes, definitely.
You know, in America, you'd be called Monique.
Monique. Yep.
Monique. All right, let's see who your worthy opponent is. It's Brad. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Who's your favourite country music star?
Probably Luke Hines.
Should have said Zach Bryan, because that is the guy that we are sending you to if you win Chrissy's Quizzy today.
Yes, Zach Bryan, one night only, live at Flemington Racecourse on Saturday, December 9, this Saturday. Presented by Unified and Untitled Group and exclusive to Melbourne for Always Live.
It's going to be a great show. Your names are your buzzers, Monique and Brad. Best of five, meaning the first person to get 3 ounces correct wins the game and the tickets. Question number 1. Who is a slang saying for what?
Monique.
Yes,
Brad.
Monique?
Hello? Oh, how are you?
I'll
Sorry.
accept it. I'll accept it. It should be hooroo. No, it's generally goodbye, but I have heard it used at the other end of the day. Question number 2. The Nullarbor Plain runs across which 2 Australian states?
Brad.
Yes, Brad?
That would be Northern Territory, rest of Australia.
No. SA, South Australia and WA. No points.
Question number 3.
Which country artist sings this cover of Fast Car? Oh, Monique.
She's fast, Monique.
I'm going to go Luke Combs.
It is Luke Combs. The shame of it, Brad.
I know.
The shame. That's 2 for you, Monique. You're 1 off the win. If we were on the farm and I yelled, grab my blunnies, what would I be asking you?
Brad.
Yes,
Monique.
Brad.
That's Bloodstone Boots.
Correct.
He's on the board. 2 points to Monique, 1 point to Brad.
Which Australian city is the only one that Zach Bryan is performing in this weekend?
Brad.
Monique.
Monique.
Say it again, Monique.
Melbourne.
Pack your bags, baby, because you are going to see Zach Bryan live this weekend.
Oh, my God. Woo. Thank you so much.
I know. Make sure you take your bum bag with you, but don't take anything in it that the sniffer dogs might be interested in.
Correct.
There's generally not sniffer dogs at Flemington.
Would you know? You would know that.
Swan's sweeping statements.
The spice continues. This is where you can give us a call, 13 24 10, and tell us your most unpopular opinion, something that you probably wouldn't say at the work Christmas party for fear of getting fired. Last night, my daughter's a very smart person, very intelligent. Her brain works in wonderful and miraculous ways. I don't know where she got it from. She likes riddles.
Okay.
And
that's annoying, but okay.
Nothing sends me to rage quicker than a riddle.
Oh, I'm so glad you're saying that.
Riddles are not fun.
Nonsense.
Absolute nonsense. She gave me this one. Teresa's daughter is my daughter's mother. What am I to Teresa? I said, I don't care. I don't care. What is the answer? She's like, no, I'm not going to tell you the answer. Try and work it out. I went, no, I don't care. They send me petulant and rageful. Riddles are never a good idea.
And at the end of a riddle, Swanee, you don't feel smarter or enlightened for knowing the outcome. Like, it's just stupid. You've just wasted 2 minutes of back and forth.
Yeah, I think the answer was you're Teresa. And I went, oh, okay, cool. Awesome. What's your sweeping statement?
My sweeping statement is much like texting and driving, having your feet or legs up on the dashboard in the passenger seat should be made illegal. If cops drive past and see people with their feet or their legs up on the dashboard... Passengers, you should get a fine. It's just the grottiest, dirtiest look driving along.
You have got such a problem with feet.
Like, put your feet down.
In fact, I can count 3 sweeping statements of yours
that are foot-related.
This year that are foot-related.
It's gross.
1, don't take photos of your feet and post them on Instagram. 2, don't go shoeless through a shopping centre.
I mean, that's just called being human.
And then now, you're not even allowed to put them on the dash.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's like a health safety hazard anyway should you crash. But I still just think it's rank. Like, have some respect for your car.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Yeah, this is where you have the conch. You can take over, say whatever you like, especially if it's deeply unpopular. Bianca, what is your sweeping statement?
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi.
Well, I believe that chocolate should be eaten straight from the refrigerator.
Truth.
Yeah, really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm a room temp girl. What's your status on Vegemite? Fridge or pantry?
Yeah, I can eat it straight from the fridge as well. Even peanut butter. Colder the better.
Really?
Bianca's full of life. I
and it's
love
nice
it.
and hard. And when you bite into the nutty chocolate, oh, God.
Wow. Yeah, see, I think it affects the flavour.
Do you know what I do find as well, Swanee? When it's fresh from the refrigerator, Bianca, you can eat more of it because this flavour's not as strong. So I like it because then you can just keep going. If it's from the pantry, I get sick of it really quick.
Yes, I know, because you can taste it better. That very true, Bianca. I'm going to send you to the movies. What do you reckon? What'll be
a double pass to see Wonka in cinemas December 14, given it was chocolate related, Bianca.
Very good, Beck. What is your sweeping statement?
Oh, I totally believe, guys, that regifting is socially acceptable.
Ooh.
That is very controversial because it's one of all the articles at the moment, because Christmas is around the corner, is talking about what bad manners it is.
Yes, but like when you've got 5 young kids and you have 5 birthday parties and you get a massive amount of presents for each party, and you then get invited to other birthday parties, the kids don't need that many gifts. So I sort of put them aside and then re-gift them as they come along. And it saves time, saves money.
Okay,
it's a smart thing to do.
Let me see. I think it is very smart too. Let me just give an example for those listening that don't understand it. So your son has a birthday party. He's given a packet of Crayola crayons. You go, you've already got those or you don't need those. You take those Crayola crayons that he's just been given and you put it in a special box and then you give that to Sam, whose birthday it is in 3 weeks.
Correct, that's right. But you need to keep a record of who gave you what so you just don't double.
I was going to say, don't ever give them back to Sam.
Do you have a spreadsheet, Beck, like an Excel spreadsheet up?
Oh, well, I should. That's a great idea. But I usually have a lot of envelopes flying around that has who gave what.
Beck, I'm with you. I reckon that's a great idea. You're off to the movies. What about Aquaman? That sounds like a bit of fun in cinemas from Boxing Day. Tanya, what is your sweeping statement?
People who have conversations at the top of their lungs whilst on public transport. I don't need to hear what you're going to have for dinner. I don't need to hear whether you're having a stoush with your significant other. I don't want to hear whether you like a particular TV show or not. It can wait till you get off the goddamn train. It's not life-changing.
Tanya, that is so great. And why do people do it so loudly?
I know, and it's not only the conversations, it's also if they play their music or they're watching a TV show on their phones on the train.
Oh, Tanya, I can just see you on that train seat in your suit and your runners giving the most evil side eye, and I love it. We're going to send you to the movies. Hopefully nobody talks in the movies for you. Richard, what is your sweeping statement?
Okay, there's a particular flavour that I dislike immensely, and anything remotely coffee flavoured is awful.
Richard, do you mean the actual origin as well? You don't drink coffee?
No coffee, nothing coffee flavoured, no tiramisu, no coffee chocolates, no coffee anything.
No coffee scroll, none one of those delicious sweet Vietnamese iced coffees.
You don't like a coffee body scrub, Richard? Rubbing yourself up in the shower with ground coffee beans?
No, I can't stand the smell of it.
Richard,
when I was at university, I shared a house with 3 guys that drank percolated coffee and stank the house out. Even in the middle of winter, I'd open all the windows to get rid of the stench.
Richard, it'll never work between us.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
This is an article and a half. Taylor Swift has been named as 2023 Person of the Year, and it could be nobody else, couldn't it?
I'm with you, Swanee. She deserves this one.
I have not read the full article, but I have read, because I'm going to sit down and have a cup of tea at home and read that. I'm going to really enjoy it. That's going to be the most fun I've had.
It's a chunky read. Good on her for giving such an in-depth interview.
Yeah, and she's so articulate.
And I think I read it was her first interview in 4 years or something.
4 years, and it's been a massive 4 years for her and for all of us. The biggest takeaways from the article, because it is a big article, so other news sources have given us the Cliff Notes. Remember the Cliff Notes from school? They were amazing. As I predicted, as I broke on this show, Taylor Swift and her new beau, Travis, had been dating for a while before they went public. Do you remember I said that?
I do remember you saying that, because everyone was like, wow, she's already hanging out with the mum in the box at the NFL.
No. They've been together for a long time and on the down low, of course. She said herself, well, we're not such idiots that we would put our first date, that we would hard launch on a first date, which is what people thought when she turned up to the football game. She loves Beyonce, talks about Beyonce. She talks fondly of everybody, really. Apart from one person, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
She has promised, and this is the most exciting part, that the Reputation Vault tracks. Reputation and Taylor Swift, her first album, they're the only two that she hasn't done a Taylor's version of.
Because the albums after that, so like Evermore, Folklore, Midnights, she had left Scooter Braun when she did them. So we're not going to get a Taylor's version of that.
We're not going to get a Taylor's version. We've got the Taylor's version of that.
So it's
which
just
is the original. We're waiting on Reputation.
We are.
My daughter's waiting on the Taylor Swift one, but I'm waiting on Reputation. She says that the vault tracks are going to be fire, which bodes very well because Reputation was my favourite Taylor album before I met Folklore. And if you're not a full Swiftie, you will know the songs off Reputation. We're talking Delicate. This is my favourite off the album.
Any promises now can we be?
Oh,
but you can make
such a beautiful start.
It's so beautiful. And then it kicks in and stopped. Okay.
Thanks.
And then
guys.
yours is Dancing with Our Hands Tied. You love that kind of beat.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because you can sort of dance to it and get down to it.
Yeah. Are we going to get to the thing that we're going to fight over? And I was really disappointed to read.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm up for it. I'm ready to fight.
You know that I, previously on this show, have been a stan, as they say in the parlance of our time, for Kim Kardashian.
You can't change your stance on Kim because Taylor had a little sook.
No, it's changed.
Why?
I can't deal with it. I can't see past it.
Okay, can you tell me what's been said in the article for you to feel like this?
So, in 2016, a phone recording was released, allegedly of Taylor Swift reneging on permission that she had given for Kanye West to rap about her in a negative way.
But in the phone call I remember hearing, because the song in question is famous,
yes,
he asked Taylor to use her name. I agree she was a bit sheepish on the phone call, but I'm pretty sure she did agree to it.
Kim Kardashian edited that phone call.
What, to make it sound like Taylor agreed?
Yes, and then released it.
I don't believe
sorry,
that.
I believe Taylor. What? You think that on a playground Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian get into a fight and you don't think Kim Kardashian's the one who's lying?
I think Kanye is the one who's lying here because that was back in a time.
I'll go with that. That's good. Yeah.
Because I will just take you back.
I can't stand him.
Swanee, that was when, sort of towards the end of Kim and Kanye's marriage, and that's when I reckon he would have been doing some shifty things, and he would have said to Kim, here's this audio and clip of the phone call, release that. I don't think it's Kim that would have done it. She would have been made to do it.
Taylor said, you have a fully manufactured frame job here in an illegally recorded phone call, which Kim Kardashian edited and then put out to say to everyone that I was a liar. That phone call sent her overseas for a year. She did not leave the house.
Oh, the poor thing. Was she trapped on an island in Greece or something?
Absolute rock bottom. Because of that whole situation.
I still think it's Kanye's fault.
Can we agree that it was Kanye's fault?
We can. We won't go for Kim or Taylor.
That Kanye tricked both Kim and Taylor. Oh, God.
That we can agree on. We don't have to break up.
God, good meeting because I was so nervous.
Oh,
I was so nervous. I thought, who's going to get the savoury shapes in this settlement? I do have some updates on the savoury shapes, by the way. I have been obsessed with savoury shapes my whole life, but particularly the last 24 hours because I've gone to so many supermarkets and they're not there and I smelt a rat. So I got onto a contact I've got at Arnott's. Yeah, Helen. Helen, our sons go to school together and I was like, Leo, get me Helen's number. So I called her. She's gone internal, which I love. I've also got a screenshot here from, weirdly, a Woolies that's near me, but I never go to it.
And they've got some?
She has said, this woman has sourced it. I'm going to give you, and I don't want to call her this woman. My Vintage Glory Box has sent me a screenshot. I talk about all my bits and bobs that way.
Is there a cutout in the shapes?
No. My Vintage Glory Box has taken a photograph in the supermarket of a stack of shapes and they're half price.
Yes!
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.